I want the air to be crisp. I want to be reminded that there is blood circulating in my veins. I want the wind to hit my cheeks and me to be like, oh, hi, welcome to my channel. Welcome to this video. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kara. If you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. We are continuing on in the series of me shopping my closet for each season. This time, it's the best season of the year. Come on, please. Give it up. Give it up for her. What? Autumn. Yeah, we're gonna start calling it autumn. I feel like autumn is a little bit more fancy. It feels a little bit more like elevated than fall. Fall is still good. Fall is still cute. I like that. But autumn does feel just like a little like we're elevating next level, you know? Anyway, basically it's fall. I'm shopping my closet for fall. If you're new to my channel and have not seen one of these videos before, I'm going to kind of briefly explain what this is. Basically, every single season, and I do make this months in advance, especially for fall and winter, because I be hype. I make a whole mood board of like things that I'm into, things that I'm like gravitating towards for that season, like who I want to be, like what I want to dress like, things that I envision myself doing during that season or whatever. And I put it all onto like a mood board, basically. It's like a whole vibe curation board. And then I go through and I kind of see similar patterns, similar things, and that I pin on there, either related to like clothes, makeup, vibes, whatever, basically. And then I kind of just go shop my closet based off of that, of what I already own, and then I just kind of pull that all together. And that also influences very heavily like my seasonal like lookbook videos. If you're questioning if I've already started my fall lookbook, yes, I have. As I'm filming this, it is currently October 1st, so use that as an idea of how long it takes me to make these videos, but it is October 1st as I'm filming this, so there is no debate anymore if it's fall. I'm gonna just go ahead and act like it's fall at this point. I don't care if it's like 90 degrees outside here in Florida. Florida can suck my ass. I don't give a fuck. I'm wearing long sleeves now. I want to give you and paint you a picture with a color palette. I have not done this before, but I do feel like this season specifically, there is definitely a color palette of things that I'm drawn to. And this also feels strange to say because, as you can assume, I mostly just wear black. So most of the time, all of my clothes are just black. So I never have a color palette. But this season, there are some extra colors sneaking their way in there. I'm thinking about changing my hair color, and it's going to be one of these colors, more than likely. I'm not going to tell you which one. Within that, when I say purple, I mean like all shades of purple except like pastel purple, but that's because I don't really wear like pastels, truthfully. I'm really into like a plum shade. I'm really into like a cherry wine kind of color. Just anything and everything like those like kind of rich jewel-ish tones when it comes to purple. I'm really into. I also am a little into a fuchsia. I know, who am I? Who am I? But I'm into a fuchsia at the moment. I think that that's really fun. I do have a pair of tights that's like that color, and I enjoy them so much. I don't wear them super often, but when I do wear them, I love them. I think they look so fun and so cool and unique because how often do you see somebody walking around with fuchsia legs? Be serious. Green, when I'm thinking green, I'm thinking more like olive toned green. And I do have a pair, I have a pair of olive green tights that I love so much. And I'm so excited that I can finally like kind of pull them out because the way that the olive green tights that I have is they're a bit sheer. If I put them on with no tight underneath to layer on top, they don't look olive green, and that's because I have a very strong like olive undertone. I feel like on camera it's not super obvious that I'm like an olive baby, you know, like, but I am an olive baby. And because of that, if I put those on, it just looks like my skin essentially. Like it just looks like a slightly smooth blurred leg basically. So I have to layer them with like a more opaque black tight underneath, but all of my black opaque tights are thick as you can imagine, so I can't wear them when it's hot outside. So now that's getting a little bit cooler. There's a little bit dropping in the temperature. I can actually wear my olive green tights because now I can layer them over other tights and you can see that they're olive green, which that's such a fun color. They are vintage because again, I did thrift them. They came like new in the package too, which I was kind of shocked by. Gray. I love gray. Gray is actually my favorite color, believe it or not. Again, I know most of my clothes are black, so you would think black is my favorite color. You are wrong. You are mistaken. I love gray. And specifically, I love the shade of gray the clouds turn when it's like getting ready to rain, you know, like that dark bluish kind of like gray. It's got a hint of purple maybe in there. Oh my god. I'm going to put an image on the screen of exactly what shade of gray that I'm talking about because it's delicious. It's a gorgeous color. I love it so much. Oh my gosh. Like that is my favorite color of all time. I do have a few pairs of gray tights. If you're not finding a theme here, I don't know what to tell you. But like I'm gonna be wearing colorful tights this season. I'm gonna be having colorful legs. What more do you want? Black, of course, obviously, it's me. Let's be serious. Burgundy, I did also thrift a pair of burgundy tights, and I'm very excited about being able to wear those. I wore them recently, actually, and I loved them. And oh my gosh, the way that I got so many compliments at work, because yes, of course, I wore them to work. I spend most of my time there, babe. If I have to be at work, to make a living, to do and live the life that I want to live, I might as well have fun getting dressed, damn it. So yeah, I wore my burgundy tights to work, and I did, and everybody was loving it. I feel like I'm stuttering, and I'm really sorry. I also feel like my throat is getting a little scratchy, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I rebuke that. Clothes. Long lines in skirts. So a maxi skirt, essentially. Outfits or like silhouettes that had like very long dramatic like maxi skirts, either like a trumpet skirt style or just like a simple flowy maxi or something, but just very long line skirts, which I'm super into. I'm also really into dramatic sleeves for the season because now in fall time it gets a little bit cooler enough outside that I can wear long sleeves, and I love a dramatic sleeve. I love a bell sleeve, I love a flared sleeve, I love anything that just has like drama in the sleeves. I adore that. I think it looks so stunning and so cool. And of course, I feel like it just adds, I don't know, whimsy into the outfit. I feel like every movement, everything you do just looks so much cooler when you have like a cool sleeve going on. Really into layering tights. I know I kind of briefly mentioned when I was talking about the color palette for this season that I'm really into. And I was saying that I layer tights. I also highly recommend this. If you're not layering your tights, I highly recommend. I do think it works best if you have like colored tights, even if it's just like like a burgundy or like a white or like a gray or something, like more neutral-ish tone tights. But if you have like a colored tight, layering that with your patterned like black tights, like for example, let's say you have a fishnet tight, right? You could layer that over your burgundy tights. That's gonna eat. You have like a floral like lace pattern tight, you could layer that with your white tights. I've done that before and I love that look. That is such a cute look of tights. But I like layering tights, and I definitely feel like for this season I definitely want to be layering tights a lot more because I was doing that a lot earlier in the year during like spring. But again, it got too warm outside where now I'm like I can maybe get away with one pair of tights, two. I feel like it also doubles the amount of tights that you can wear and own basically because it can give you a different look each time, different patterns of tights over different colors of tights. Like I don't own that many pairs of tights. It may sound like I do. And I know that I thrift them all the time, but I'm thrift like essentially the same looking pair, like a sheer black pair because I rip them all the fucking time. So yes, I constantly will thrift them because it's much cheaper for me to thrift them than to buy them brand new. But essentially, I don't really have that many other tights. Like I don't have that many pattern tights. I also don't have that many colored tights. But I just layer all of my tights to give like a different look each time. And I feel like that makes all of my tights feel much more expansive than they would have if I just I don't know, didn't layer them together. Like very romantic goth type vibes and silhouettes. I do kind of want to do a hair video of some hairstyles that I've been like testing and trying out that I really like to do that I feel like kind of lean into like romantic goth type. I love a good puff sleeve, as you know. So we are entering the season where I'm doing what? Layering. Going further into that, I'm really into corsets. I am. I think I'm always into corsets though, like year round, truthfully speaking. I've gotten really into them. I thrifted a few that look really freaking cool. Waist belts. I am so into any sort of belt accessory along like my waist or even just like low slung on my waist with like a maxi skirt or something. I love that look. I love belts in general, especially if I feel like the middle section of my outfit feels a little plain. I'm gonna put something there of accessories. I'm so into like harnesses and every sort of accessory. As you could tell, I've gotten back into bracelets. And I say back into bracelets because when I was younger, I used to wear bracelets all the time. Like my wrists were like never naked. But now I'm like, no, I really love a bracelet. I will wear bracelets over long sleeves. I love that look. I think that looks so cool. Really into accessorizing now, and especially that I'm like back into bracelets and shit. I feel like it's just an additional thing that I get to like where like you hear me coming. Like most of my outfits are like an auditory experience. I just feel like accessories are always like the key to making your outfit feel like you. Ruffles. How could I forget fucking ruffles? I love looking like a vampire or giving vampire vibes. I recently have been watching Castlevania. I love everything and anything that can give you the vibe that maybe I just hate the sun so much because I'm like, this is the skin of a killer, Bella. Overall arching vibes for this season. Spanish moss. The reason I say that specifically is because I do live in the South. I'm from the South. Yeehaw, motherfucker. Okay, like basically, I feel like when I was younger, I just remember seeing Spanish moss, and I feel like it just gives Southern Gothic. I don't know how else to explain it to you. It just does. Strolls through parks. Back to the Spanish moss, you know? Cafes and museums. This season, of course, I love a museum. I don't think that that's new here because I've been to so many museums and I've shown you guys museums that I've been to because I love them. I love looking at shit. I genuinely do. I also love art in all of its forms. I enjoy it a lot. So I love taking that in. I don't know. I also just enjoy learning new things. And I feel like museums always have like little sometimes they'll have like a little audio thing where you can like, listen in to a little extra history about certain pieces or like the artist itself. I went to one museum where they had like audio clips of the actual artists talking about like the revolution in the UK. I don't know, it was so interesting. It was very interesting to just listen to like a little piece of history and like how people back then were feeling about things or just like what was inspiring their art during that time. It was very intriguing. So I just love museums. I love them so much. And I feel like this season, especially because I do have a vacation coming up, I already have so many museums on my to-go list. Cafes I love just like having and spending time like in a local coffee shop. I was actually talking to somebody earlier about this of just saying how like I just love a mom and pop or like a local like coffee shop. I just feel like the coffee's usually much better. I feel like the vibe is better, the ambiance is better. I just also not all of them charge like an arm and a leg for alternative milk. I'm sorry, I'm lactose intolerant. Like why do I have to pay like $1 extra just cuz I want oat milk instead? If I don't get oat milk, I'm gonna shit myself. Next, pumpkins, Halloween, obvi. Okay, we're in October. We're in spooky season. If you think I'm not going to a pumpkin patch and taking cute little fucking Instagram photos. Also, by the way, I'm back on IG. I posted again today. I'm gonna try to post a little bit more consistently, at least this month, this season. Like, did you see her hit me? I can't do scary movies. I got invited for the first time in my entire life to an actual Halloween costume party. Can you believe? Can you believe? No one else has invited me. What the fuck? Try a matcha latte with brown sugar, actually. I'm telling you. A little brown sugar, a little cinnamon, not too much. Not too much. You're welcome. Also really into black sesame. I recently got some like black sesame coconut popsicle bars from like the Asian market, and I have tried my hand at making some black sesame ice cream. It's in my fridge right now, or in my freezer, and I'll have to let you know how that turns out. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous about making it. This is my first time actually trying to make like no turn like dairy free ice cream. Um, I also have saved a recipe recently of some cookies I really want to try to make, and some Earl Grey black sesame cookies. Mm, the way that that combo sounds so good to me because I've been so into Earl Grey this season as well. Like recently, I've been really into Earl Grey, and I'm like, Earl Grey, black sesame, two things I love together in a cookie. Don't play with me. Really into rainy days, but I think we're approaching the end of like storm season right now here in Florida. So I don't know how many more rainy days we're necessarily gonna get. I think it's just about to be dry and cold, possibly. One could hope. I don't mind it being rainy and cold. Give me that. Give me 10 of them, actually. Okay. Also, by the way, when you commented on like my work outfit video, saying that you found it so funny how Luna was in every single fucking clip, that's because this hoe is obsessed with me. And I'm obsessed with her too, truthfully speaking. Anywhere I go in here, best believe she's next to me. If she's not next to me, she's like on top of me in my lap. If I go lay down in my bed right now, she's gonna be right here. Thank you so much for watching this video. That was basically everything that I'm vibing with for fall. If it let me know what you're vibing with for fall. If there's anything on my like I'm into what's trending in my world type list that I just gave you, anything that you're into that I'm also into, we could vibe together. Tell me about it. Tell me some ideas that you have. What's your color palette for this season? I don't know. I'm just curious. Talk to me about fall because I feel like no one else is as excited for me, like as me, like for fall. Because today, October 1st, I woke up being like, today is gonna be a good fucking day. It's October 1st. Like, let's not play. Nobody else seems to be as excited. So please just chat with me about fall. Please, 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 please. Thank you so much. Anyway, if you did like this video, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future posts, though I've been very consistent. Anyway, and if you would like to keep up with me between uploads or anything like that, please do feel free to follow all my other social media links that will be in the description box below. Again, I'm active on IG and TikTok again. I am. I hope that you are having a great day, great night, dawn, dusk, afternoon, where the hell you might be watching this video. I love you, and I hope to chat with you soon. But in the meantime, between time, take care. Bye!